the years, 1953 to 2015. And I showed it to my mom, and the thing you have to understand is my mom is not a tattoo person. She's not. But she looked at it, and she wept, you know? She's like, that's so beautiful. My dad hates it. He doesn't know what the dates mean. No, I'm kidding, he's dead. It's okay, we didn't like him. In fact, after he passed away, my mom, my brothers, and I, we got together. We went against his wishes, and we did the whole open casket thing, which is not normally how you bury a person, but we wanted to be sure. It's a funny visual if you just jump on board, guys. Open casket lowering to the earth. What else? Okay, so another thing with the depression is I like to eat. And I went to McDonald's, and I go by myself. I don't take anybody with me on my shame spirals. It's a solo journey. And so what I like to do is I like to sit at one of those benches at the window and just watch people. And so I get my food, and I'm not really paying attention, and I set it down on the table, and I sit, and I look up, and it's the window to McDonald's Playland.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I look like this. And I thought like, oh, I should leave. But even that felt like a confession. You know? I can't be here, I got a court order. So I just stayed. And I just ate and watched children play. And this woman come up with her daughter, and she just ushers her in. She's like, there you go. Sits down beside me. And I'm watching this girl, and she makes immediate friends with all the other kids in McDonald's Playland. And I got jealous. Because it's not easy as an adult to make friends. It's not. You don't make friends like that. You know, I moved to a new place, and it was, you know, I didn't know anybody, and my girlfriend was like, well, go to a party. And that's hard, too. It's not easy to make friends, especially at a party. I'll give you an example. This is me at a party, approaching two people mid-conversation. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, and that is me, Mr. T. So I'm, I'm watching these children play at McDonald's Playland, and the woman, the mother, turns to me and she's like, "Which one's yours?" I didn't know what to say, so I turned to her and I said, "I haven't decided yet." Are you guys ready to get the show started? Yeah. These students have been toiling hard, endlessly, some of them on the way here. And I'm really excited for them to show their stuff to you tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, your first act of the evening. Please give it up for the very funny DK.
One more hand for Bob, our teacher.
been doing this a long time, and now he's teaching, and we all know once you start teaching, that's when things, boom, man, you're a fucking star. I quit my job on Monday. Thank you. I did it for you. I did it for you. And I'm sleeping better. I'm less stressed. I stopped crying. It's working. It's good. It's good. I have a new plan. OnlyFans is my new role. And I was thinking, what should I do? What should be my niche? Like, what do I do a lot of? What am I good at? And I thought, piss. I'll be the piss guy. But I'm dehydrated, which is ironic. Often dehydrated. Then, I went to this party and I was telling people about my plan. And women were very positive about this. They were like, oh my God, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show my feet and make money. And I'm like, nobody wants to see your fucking size 10 hoof. Nobody. Not for $1 a month. Not for $1 a month. And then the host came up, whose name I had forgotten, and he came up to me and started telling me a story. And then it was a funny story, and then at the end of the story, he kind of like leaned in and he whispered in my ear, like the punchline, which had the N-word in it. And I asked myself, when did I become the guy racists confide in at parties? But I was also kind of touched, like he chose me. Who's trying to save some money? Who's trying to save money? Yeah, I'm also trying to save money because I'm unemployed. And one thing that's easy to do is go on like cheaper vacations. You don't go on vacation. And I like vacation because I like Germans. And that's the only time you can really see them in the wild, And they, and they're very helpful. Like, Demetrius, come out of the sun, it's dangerous. It's hot, come, let's shower. They're Nazis and they put people in the shower. And, but the main reason, the main way I'm gonna be saving money or making money on the side is with by talking to incels, because they're really good at investing. And thanks, Bob. There's this one guy I know, he's a friend of mine, and he hasn't kissed a girl in 8 years, but he has 2 condos. And that's it. Thank you very much, everybody.
DK, everybody, DK, give it up for DK. Here's the thing. I pee in the shower. Anybody else? Because that's a good way to save money. But not just save money, it's a good way to save the earth. It's eco-friendly. You save gallons of water if you pee in the shower. Do you know that? Problem is that I'm taking 7 showers a day now. You guys ready to get the show going? Okay, your next act, very funny, all the way from Sweden, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Erik Berglund.
Guys. Yeah. I just moved here from Sweden. You might not really know that much about Sweden. I don't really expect you to either. But Sweden is this small socialist, kind of like Canada country up in the north, known for IKEA, ABBA, loose COVID policies. I think we came up with herd immunity quite recently. I gotta say, Canada is really amazing. The food, the people, so in tune with the rest of the world. There's so many dimensions, right? Except that's not really true, is it? Because, and I can say this by the way, because I said Sweden is a very small country, so it's kind of punching up what I'm doing here, so I hope it's okay. I could potentially defend myself. I have a yellow belt in judo from when I was 12. And so for those who are not introduced, it's basically if you wear a gi, which is the dress, and you allow me to hold your here, I might be able to get you out of balance. So start with the food, right? The food here is really terrible, guys.
What?
Sorry. Water-injected turkey, bland sauces, chicken wings, low-grade sushi.
Oh man.
Poutine.
Woo!
Yeah, poutine, really? someone threw up in a paper cup and they called it something French. To legitimize it, really? You gotta try a little bit harder, Canada. I'm being serious here. I don't know if you've ever been to Europe, South America, Asia, and I know you're gonna say you have, right? But I don't think you have. And I'll tell you why. Because when Canadians travel, at least from my experience, limited experience, you really don't. Right? It's like a resort somewhere in Mexico or the Dominican Republic, Punta Canada, right? Or you go maybe even not that far. You might go to Palm Springs or Hilton Head, Carolina, something like that. So yet you have the audacity sometimes to lecture people about the world, right? And I don't feel like it's really cool. And I have an example, like my Italian-Canadian tailor here in Toronto, he told me it's so beautiful in Italy. You have the music is outside in the streets and people are walking and it's romantic and it's kind of like almost a religious experience that he's describing to me. So I'm like, okay, how often do you go back there these days? And he's like, oh, I know, I've only been there once. This was 1996. And it was part of a cruise, and we stayed one day in that Pompeii place. So Canada, don't tell me about the world if you saw it from the window of a cruise ship. Okay? So, but Canadians seem to love the group thing, the group travel, and so on, and other things that are like shitty group things, right? I don't know. Does anyone in here know anyone who does CrossFit? Raise your hand. Yeah. Because you always know, right? Because it's a cult, let's be honest here. It's like triathlon, cold plunge, Bitcoin, whatever, you name it. It's a cult. They will always tell you about it. And I know now from being here like a year what the most Canadian cult is. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Rental properties. Right? Because you always know if someone has rental properties. Oh, we got a unit in St. Catharines and we're replacing the tiles and there's a tenant and there's a tenant this and that, right? Always. Guys, nobody cares about your fucking nest egg. So anyway, I'm about up on time here, but I'm really integrating nicely. I'm looking at maybe we're buying a house soon and we might keep our condo as like an investment. You know? And we're planning this vacation. We might go to some place. I think it's Playa del Carmen. Anyway, thank you so much. Merry birthday. Thank you. Everyone.
You pass. All right, you guys, let's keep this comedy train a chugging. Give it up for the hilarious Roy Morris.
How's everybody doing tonight? All right. So I'm an incredibly lucky guy. On the way here, I had a 6-star Uber ride. It was unbelievable. This person had food, they had lights, they had fucking cool drinks on the way here. It's unheard of. Who took an Uber here? Seatbelt, no seatbelts. This guy, he's ready to go to work tomorrow. He wants to make it. He's ready. That's what you gotta find, is that job that makes you want to wear that seatbelt. I've been incredibly lucky my entire life. I've had jobs that make you want to wear that seatbelt every time you're in the goddamn car. My first job out of school was at Maple Leaf Foods, and I was the marketing manager for bacon. A job that really shouldn't exist. Like, that shit sells itself every day of the week. I traveled across Canada, spending millions of Maple Leaf money to find out through research that Canadians love bacon. Like, ridiculous, right? And more than that, it was a job where, like, at the end of every week on Fridays, we would all get together in the break room and all the different marketing managers would trade all their foods with each other. You know how popular I fucking was? My nickname was Ready Chris Broy. Pam with the Spam, not as popular on those Fridays. My next job, even better. I started working at TELUS doing base management. That job is literally making sure that you use your cell phone as much as humanly possible. How come you guys aren't texting right now? Come on. It's like, that's my job. I won't be offended. I need it. It's crazy though. Xi Jinping, that guy, he's my bro. Making that TikTok algorithm basically writes my bonus checks. Zuckerberg if you're over 40. It's a great job. But it's so easy, right? What do I do next? Bacon, cell phones, like what's as addictive? Unless I'm inventing a nicotine-flavored sex robot, I got a fucking problem. Like what do? I've had some of the coolest and some of the easiest jobs you could possibly have. Well, actually, Lauren Howe, who's one of the comedians tonight, she was Miss fucking Canada. Isn't that crazy? What a cool job. But that's a tougher one for me to get. That's one. It's 2023 though. Maybe I got a chance. If you don't think I do, you're not progressive enough. But luck is one of those things where it's more about the perception of what's actually happening in your environment than the random chance, right? Like recently, I was diagnosed with a hiatal hernia. It means I can't drink or smoke, or else it feels like I'm having a heart attack. But I've never been so fucking productive in my goddamn life. I would not be here today if it wasn't for this debilitating disease ruining my social life. I've had so much time. Years ago, when I first moved to Toronto, I went to the bar, and I picked up a girl that was a little bit heavier than I normally would like. My friend Brian looked at me and he said, "That's unlucky." But little did he know that night I was sleeping on an air mattress. And while she kept the bed down, my side rose up. And in that moment, I knew that God works in mysterious ways. He does. Even last week, I stood right here and I bombed. It was terrible. Bob was looking at me with such disappointment. It really got to my core. It's like, what do you do when you just fail? There's like kind of two paths you could take, right? It's either you fail and you get pushed down, or you use that as the fire to push you up. And I tried to use that fire to push me up. How did I do? And you guys gotta clap, because I talked about my disease, right? It's all fucking cheap laughs from here on out. All right, that's it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
What's my disappointed look? I mean,
That one.
okay, I've been working on it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again for Roy Morris, huh? And next guy, oh, he's fired up. He's ready to go. Please give it up for Parda Mancini.
It's so wonderful to be here. Actually, it's a bit of a relief for me to be here because I've been on those dating apps and I got to get off my phone. They're addictive. They're more addictive than bacon. And I haven't had much luck. I did talk to one woman and I kind of liked her, so I thought I'd ask her out. And she said, "Next week won't work for me. I'm going in for surgery. How about you call me in 2 months after my recovery?" That's when I realized this isn't hookup culture. This is hip replacement culture. That's what I'm dealing with, right? And when I don't encounter that, there are so many angry women online. What is it with the angry women? Do you miss your husband or something? Are you looking for someone else to take it out on? And you know what makes a woman the angriest? Is when she sees a guy's profile picture and he's standing there with a dead fish. But for some reason she wants to tell me about it. Why? Just swipe left. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay? You know? And then okay. First up. At least I'm not coughing. I wonder why. Oh yeah, and then the other profiles I see a lot of profiles where I look at the first picture and there's a picture of 4 women. Whose profile is this? You look at the next picture, it's 4 women. But there's not the same 4 women, so I can kind of figure one of the 3. But I thought this was online dating, but I'm playing like Where's Waldo? And I hate playing Where's Waldo. Now I'm the one that's pissed off. But it's not me you got to worry about, okay? You got to worry about some of those other guys out there. There are some other guys out there that when they see a picture with 4 women, you know, they're thinking other thoughts. And, you know, these are guys that when they grew up, they got to experience children's fairy tales. And they learned that when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. The only problem is that this guy can't name you a single star, unless it's a porn star. And he's wanting to reach out to you. Here you are thinking that you were going to attract a kind and attractive man that's adventurous, that knows how to express his emotions in a healthy manner, that knows how to spell, that knows how to use proper grammar, and gets excited when he sees the Oxford comma. But no, you've attracted a guy who's a math wizard because he can count to 4. Okay? He can count to 4 when he sees your picture. And all of a sudden he's thinking, oh my God, this is my chance. Group sex. Now he's getting so excited. And he's getting even more excited because he's like, 5 people? That's 4 more than the last time I had sex. And so I'm getting kind of worn out by these apps. I think I'm ready to pack it in. I'm even seeing women with fish pictures now. Yeah, that's true. I'm seeing women with fish pictures, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it just one last kick at the can. I'm developing my own app. I'm going to develop my own app, and you have to have profile pictures, minimum of 3, and you get to post as many fish pictures as you want. Okay? And I'm going to call my app Plenty of Dead Fish. So be sure to look for me on the apps. I'll be there in my own picture, standing there with my goldfish bowl, just to piss you off. That's my show. Thank you.
I don't get ever fucking kissed on stage. Jesus Christ. What kind of show are we running here?
That doesn't happen on the dating apps either.
No. Oh, this is good. I'm up, so yeah. The revolving door continues, ladies and gentlemen. You're only, a half hour late. Jesus Christ. I don't have kids. Parda has some children who are here today, but I don't have Matthew. Everyone, Matthew, give it up for Matthew. Showing people where to sit. There's a chair. I don't have kids, and I'm like, I don't know if I want kids, and I don't want to give my age away, but I'm in my early 39s, and I don't know. I talk to my friends, and they're like, well, maybe, get a dog first. I guess that's what people do. They'll get a dog first, see if they're ready to have kids, and other people will get a cat first, see if they're ready to have stepkids. Just feed it and tolerate it. I'm not even sure if I'm ready for a dog, I don't even like picking up my own shit at the park, you guys ready to keep the show going or what? Alright, well, he's raring to go. Please give it up for a Grudge Retty.
I would have kissed him, but he left. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to my comedy show where I tell you stories about my life and make you laugh. Wait, what's the rhythm today? For this? So, some of you may know this. I'm 26, so last year I was 25. And, I was having the best time of my life, alright? I was working from home, so I was living in India, logging on with a fake Zoom background, working 10 hours a week. I was eating street food without getting diarrhea. I was invincible. Nobody could stop me. Right? And you might get this as you get a little older, but when life starts getting really good, that's when you have to be cautious. That shit is suspicious. So my long distance Canadian girlfriend of 3 years sees this and she sees me have too much fun, so she's like, let's move in together. So I'm a little bit of a people pleaser, so I'm like, okay, I quit my job, pack my stuff. Then I say, let's move to Vancouver. She says Toronto, so we compromise. I moved to Toronto. The next day, we're going out. This is our first meal together. We're eating low-grade sushi. And here's the last piece of sushi, and I eat it, and she has the audacity to start an argument about sacrifices in relationships. Safe to say, we're not together anymore. It wasn't all that bad though. I was living the quintessential Torontonian life. I was homeless, on the spot, riding the TTC. It was alright. Some months passed, I was getting a little desperate. I tried the apps, I even tried Facebook, Kijiji. So a friend took pity and he introduced me to somebody who he thought would be a good match for me. And I was running out of options, and sometimes, as you get older, you just have to settle down. So I said yes, I signed the lease and got myself a new roommate. I was safe. And it was perfect because this guy was great. We cooked together, we cleaned together, we partied all night. Everything was amazing. And when that happens, honestly, sometimes, or not all the times, finding a good roommate is tougher than finding a girlfriend. So I was so happy that I found him, and honestly, it was the best honeymoon phase of my life. But we go to this rave and we find a girl and they fall in love. And now I have 2 roommates. So this one is permanent because we were all on ecstasy and they were really happy and they got me. So now I'm living with these 3 people. And has anyone ever lived with a newly married couple here? Yes. Let me tell you what it's like. It's like having a girlfriend with no perks, all the cons. It's like you're on a never-ending date where you're the third wheel. So firstly, hair. There's hair everywhere. How can you afford to lose so much hair? And why is it in my room? Then, there's loud fights, even louder making up. And I'm invincible. I'm just trying to eat my cereal in peace. Come on, guys. So, Saturdays, no longer for the boys. In fact, Saturdays are for the boys. It's a fucking package deal. I didn't sign up for this, but it's not all that bad. And hey Manur, I see you there. I haven't paid for grocery in 6 weeks, or 6 months actually, and I take credit for all the cleaning up that goes on in the house. And she's so sweet. She even packed up all my stuff and moved it out of the house. So anyways, looks like my time is up, just like my time at the house. Thank you guys.
everyone. All right. Awesome. Okay, your next act, she's been outed as Miss Canada. Please give it up for Lauren Howe.
I actually forgot I was next entirely, as I was one of those people writing this on the way here. So this should be fun. This is great. Good thing I'm blinded by everyone and have been outed as Miss Canada. Fantastic. That is a good segue into me starting therapy. So I got a new therapist over the pandemic, aka I went through my own version of dating all over again with it. And her name's Donna. Donna's lovely. And Donna and I have been working on external validation. How to not seek it. This is before I signed up for stand-up, so that's why I have a therapist. This is exactly why I'm here. She doesn't know I'm doing this. It's a problem. But outed as Miss Canada, and I used to work at the Leafs, so this was a really big week. Any other Leaf fans? I'm actually surprised. That was like half the room. Again, I can't see y'all, so like, this entire bit is based on the Leafs, by the way, so I'm gonna ask the reverse question. Who's not a sports hockey fan? Well, buckle up, folks, this will be fun. So if you didn't know, I'll give recap, is the Leafs actually just broke a 19-year dry spell of winning a playoff series last night. Okay, but if you like sports, it's a big deal for Toronto. And this is massive. Like, and to think about that, like they won in April 2004. To which I'm like, oh yeah, like April 2004. It's not that long ago. I mean, the 70s were like 30 years ago. That's how time works. Like, okay, good. I'm not alone on that. Like, literally, the 70s are forever 30 years ago. And I'm like, Gen Z reminds me every day. And now there's like Gen Alpha and all this bullshit. Anyways. But so I had to Google. I wanted to know this information. Like, what does 2004 actually look like? I needed a little reminder. Friendly, like, we didn't have phones. Real alarm clocks. Anyone remember that before you setting this shit? And like, iPod shuffles and all this. Facebook was invented and launched in February 2004. The Leafs haven't won a playoff series since Facebook was fucking made. I used to work there. I'm clearly a fan. I swear, I'm not just ripping on them. But that's why this is such a big deal. And then also America, yeah, we're in Canada, I can rip on, sorry, any Americans? Safe space. Nice. Like, this is actually wild. Same-sex marriage was not nationally legalized in America in 2004. And then the thought that they still didn't have a black president, not that Canada's fucking much better, I'm not gonna lie, at that time. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, wait, that's why Leaf fans probably loved Obama so much. Like, his campaign was just hope. Shit. Yeah, there's some pity laughs there. Okay, so I'm gonna pivot to the part where it's, so anyone who's not a sports fan, right? There was a solid 3/4 of the room. Just like sick planning today, Lauren. That's what you get for doing it on the drive here. Genuine question, how does it feel to not have sports-ridden anxiety? Oh, wow. That's why I have Donna, thank you so much. I got questions for you to talk to me afterwards, because both of us have questions. Because our lives as sports fans are controlled entirely by a schedule for games that induce anxiety that we have no control over, and we'll invest all of our emotional energy into those games. And then better yet, we will fucking pay for it. Has anyone looked up like Leafs playoffs tickets prices? Yeah, like it goes into like the thousands of dollars and like, oh my God, yeah, literally. Yeah. So if anyone wants to make money, it's a great side hustle. Like I remember like anyways, I'm gonna run out of time if I go on tangent, so that's not a part of the bit. So we were at a game a few weeks ago, not playoff game because I'm broke and that's why I'm doing stand-up. Guys, Miss Canada, it sounds fancy, but it pays shit all. So. Oh my God, she walked in heels. Wow, congratulations. God damn it. I'm just a broke bitch here today. Anyways. But so we're at one of the, we're at a live game, and all of a sudden you have 3 different types of fans when you're at live sports games, right? You have casual fan, oh my God, my time, quick, last bit. You have the casual fan, right? Maybe you're a new fan, you're just kind of there for a good time. You have the super fan, who knows all the stats, they're showing up, they know everything about the game. And then you have the third category, which I like to call the stadium coaches. Ha! I love the subtle chuckles from sports fans. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, these individuals generously donate their time to providing all of their time and expertise as being sideline coaches for these professional athletes. It's so kind of them, donating all of their years and experience in their rec house leagues. God bless them. Someone give them an award. And so I'm at this game, and 2 seats next to me is Bobby Lee having a lovely conversation with his friend. And I hear Bobby Lee going off, and he's like, yeah, oh my God, my wife and I were so excited to have a baby. It's gonna be great. She's doing a month. Wife's doing great. What are you doing with the pot pot? Oh my God, we're so excited. Yeah. So we're thinking Willa. Willa's super cute. I mean, we still might change the name when she's born, but like, back up option. Who taught you how to shoot the pot? What do you think you're doing here? Like, shoot! Like, oh my God, this guy, can you calm down, Bobby, you good? Bobby's not good. He's freaking the hell out. Like, they can't hear you. But then it dawned on me, what if they could? And what if they do? Like, it's not background noise. They can hear every single thing that you're saying in the audience. So what I like to picture is in the locker room, this is how it goes down. Second intermission, leading into the third, you're down by 2. Coach starts freaking out. Oh my God. What are you doing there? You shot the puck. Matthews was wide open. You should have just gone for it. Why didn't you pass? Why didn't you pass it? He's wide open. That would have been a goal. Oh, Jesus. Coach, give me a second. Bobby told me to shoot. What? Wait, hold on, Bobby Lee, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby, and Bobby on 107, Bobby. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you listened to him. Okay, good job, kid. That's exactly how we're gonna play the game the rest of this. Don't listen to my advice. And the best part in the Sellies is Bobby's talking to his friends for the rest of his life. When he talks about how the Leafs broke the 19-year dry spell, it's gonna be like, well, I gotta tell you, I did that. What do you mean? I told Tavares to shoot. Yeah, that's my time.
Please, a revolving door again. Give it up for Lauren Howard. I've never seen Miss Canada in a hoodie. I didn't know that was legal. I didn't know. She was in a gown every class. A different gown every class. Tiara, the sash, the whole night. Yeah. But that'd be funny though. Are you ready for your next comic, everyone? Yeah. Please give it up. She's here for you. The very funny Emily Sanders.
Sorry, just wanted to move the stool pigeon out of the way because I don't really need it. It's so nice to be back on stage. Just wanted to let you know. The weird thing is that, dang, I thought this pole was taller like the last time. Like, wasn't I like the showcase? Did I move it right? I'm just kidding. This has been a great class, and I just want to say to everyone who was in it, thank you so much. We were in like comedy management for like 7 weeks, staunchly showed up and wrote jokes. It was great. And without our fearless leader, Bob, I'd still be funny. No joke, he's a funny guy, leave him alone. I had a lot of anxiety about tonight, and today I was shaking. Simply because it was to ask people to come to this show. Because people want to come, they want to see you do well. So I had a bit of like a dilemma-ly, that I like to call it. So I was like, I could ask my parents, or I could ask the 5 guys I slept with in the last year. And the one thing that was so reassuring about it was in the email, they're like, seating will be done upon arrival. Who do these guys know? They don't know each other. If you all laugh, now I know. Okay then. But my parents would come, but I'm also 47, so I'm not 8. It's not a school play. They're gonna like sneak out. After I'm done, they're coming down. They're like going out. But the dudes, fun. In a sense. So none of them showed up. But my friends did. And my son is here and his girlfriend, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then where's my next joke? Let me think. Right, the guys I've slept with. You know what I realized with comedy is that it's all about delivery. That's it. That's all it is. And then I realized that's probably why I like Postman. Because it's about delivery, right? So I was like, okay. So I met like 2 people this year that I dated, invited them, they didn't show. That's fine. But I realized how I became dumber. And I'll tell you why. The first guy, bald, love the bald man. I don't know what it is, an affinity. Not only that, he was a postman. Delivery, no problem. Crazy, but he had such a cool name. Have you ever met anyone that has like the coolest name? I was like, what's your name? Darius? Your name's Darius. Oh, I'm sold. Sold. But I then realized number 1 is crazy. Number 2, he only listens to one band, which is the Dave Matthews Band. So he like texts me and he goes, hey, do you want to go see DMB? And I'm like, who, dumb? Like, what does that mean? Right? Okay, no problem. And so that didn't work out, needless to say. And then the next guy this year is a lighting director for Blue Rodeo. Okay? And then I was like, Blue Rodeo, that's B-R. I am dumber. Because that didn't work out either. So the thing is that I went into the wild because I did the online thing. I was only gonna swipe until I was like, dead in a closet somewhere. But I see you guys. You walk around, you're in the wild. I see you in stores, on the street, on the subway. I know you're around. Oh yeah, that's it. All about the delivery. That's it for me.
Emily Sander, everyone.